Hi, it's Jane with Scraptastic Yarns podcast, and today is day 2 of Vlogtober. Yesterday I just filmed the regular podcast, some other things, so I decided that that will be Vlogtober 1st, and so the 2nd I'm sitting here. I did a little bit of crocheting. You saw that, made faces at you, the normal kind of stuff. Today is also prayer shawl, which means we'll be heading out in a little bit. And once I get to prayer shawl, today is the day we start getting ready for the knit and run. And the way that we do that is Pastor Susan likes to see everything out on the pews. Everything that we have made over the past year that has not already gone out due to request or whatever is gonna be out on the pews. So I'll try to film a little bit about that while we're doing it. Most of the girls don't like being on camera, and I can understand that, but I do want to take a video of it all laid out on the pews, because after we do that, then Saturday is our knit and run, and you'll get to see that video. It'll probably be late in the evening Saturday. I may wait and do it for Sunday, but yeah, this is a full week. Got lots to do. Alright guys, I'll see you again real soon. I know it's a short one, but hey, Vlogtober doesn't have to be long, does it? Hi, it's Jane with Scraptastic Yarns podcast, and today is day 2 of Vlogust. I have been over at the church. It took us 2.5 hours to get everything laid out on the pews. We did find that we have quite a few extra items, and we've had requests from other organizations for next year to be put on the list, and we had quite a few leftover items. In the past, we have just divided those up among different entities and handed it all out. We did make a decision today that instead of the prayer shawl giving everything out, we were going to go ahead and get a head start for 2020's knit and run. And so what we did is we counted, tagged, and put everything else that needed to be put away for the start of next year's knit and run. We had a lot of stuff. I think we had like 83 Afghans left. I believe 126 shawls. We had probably 6 or 7 baby sweaters and baby blankets, but those will go into the pastor's office for when family member in the church or someone that they know has a baby, then generally we hand something out that way. And then hats and gloves have been put back for the food bank, not the food bank, shoe bank. The shoe bank every year when it starts to get cold hands out shoes mittens, gloves, hats. So we are going to take those. I think there were 143 hats left over, and probably about 45 shawls, not shawls, scarves. So those will probably go over to the food bank for it. Food bank, shoe bank. Because they also do the thing, like I said, where they hand out cold weather items for those that need it. And that starts about mid-November through December. Now, you saw my scraps, and you saw all those scraps that I had in bags. I am working on a plan for those. I do plan on trying to work a little bit each day on that scrap bag to see if I can get it down a little bit. A lot of it will be hats and scarves, those kind of things. Some of it will go into Afghans. But you know that the smaller balls that I'd wound up into a big cake, center pull cake, this is what I have left of that scrap yarn, where I just took and, tied the ends into each other like this. Did the big knot and tied the next color in, and then just wound it all into a ball. So I made the cake, ball cozies, whatever you want to call them, for the yarns. And I just made it out of the scraps that I had tied together. Here is another one, and it is holding a latte cake. The only thing I did different with this is because I was putting a latte cake in it, I started, instead of with 8 center, I started with 10, and that made it plenty big enough. No, that's not a zit, that's just the extra ball of the latte cake that I had from my hat and 2 little neck warmers that I had made. And then I have another cake over here. That is housing my half of that pound of baby yarn that I got from Yarnspirations, and doing a which way Afghan with that. And I probably have enough to make another cake ball holder, so I will do that. And that's my idea for the scraps. I believe the cake pattern for that was, it's called the Mesh Yarn Cake Cozy by Nicole Blakemore. In her pattern she used lily, sugar, and cream cotton, but these are just a mix of acrylics. They work fine too. And yeah, so made a couple of those. I'll probably make a couple more. I do have another smaller ball that I can add to this one, and that'll get some of those scraps out of there. Tomorrow I'll come up with a different scrap project, and we'll see where we're going from there. I do need to work on that scrap bags, buckets, because I've got too many. So that's where I'm at. And next I'm going to show you the film from today's prayer shawl, as we started to put everything out on the pews, and then once we have everything out, and the overage. And that'll be it for today's vlog, and I will see you again tomorrow. Everybody, choose kindness.
The lunch today is a barbecues. There are hamburger barbecues out there waiting for you. There are, if your barbecues aren't up your alley, there's also ham salad and also pimento cheese spread. So you can have your choice of what you'd like on your sandwich.
tell us where to put what or what?
Yeah.
I am too. Well, each month I am, with the amount that comes in by the month. I am. Oh, yeah. Well, the whole sanctuary is filled.
Do you know where I should put the dolls?
Oh, my word.
And the bags
I'm not in
and
charge what they were up
boxes
front,
just
but I don't know where
keep
they're putting it this
coming.
year.
I don't wanna put them in there and have somebody get it.
What they're doing now is they're tagging the pews so you know what goes where to which facility.
We usually put them on the front seat.
So that it can all be organized and ready to be just bagged up quickly. Like I said, it's a year's worth of work.
Oh, my goodness. Looks like we need a lot of stuff.
And there's more in that closet back there. More bags. I think there's 2 more bags probably in the back church room. And here they're gonna start putting out the little baby dolls. The little cute things for the kids. There's a tote full. And see, this is how it's divided out. They go along and mark the pews so you know how you're feeling each pew up with the items. And here we put everything out on the pews. Had to add a chair to the end for the emergency room. Babies. And the back end of the pews. Comfort dolls. More of the pews. As you can see, they're filled. And I'll go down and do the insides of the pews now.
So that's a shawl. That's a shawl.
As you can see,
That's what they thought, but I didn't count it. I just folded them and put it back in. I didn't know where I was doing.
of course, this is the front pew with the comfort dolls. Baby dresses. More items for Geisinger. Baby sweaters, hats, baby blankets in that back row. Baby hats. All the way down.
14 went, put it on the shelf.
And of course, down on that pew, there are more baby blankets to go to Geisinger. This is one of the homes, Heartland, that only has about 8 or 9 people. So they all have items. Eagle Ridge. And they get a couple of hats as well. And of course, then we get to the other different places. Lots and lots of blankets.
This is the same way with this.
Fulmers, the people are always cold there at that nursing home. So we take any overage, scarves, hats, everything goes that way.
Do you want me to take one
And
of
then
these
of
bags
course
and put the stuff in
is
it?
the rest of the blankets and everything. Someone took plastic canvas. We had someone who took plastic canvas and made crosses to hand out to everybody that gets something.
The hope.
Yeah.
The rest of these items are overage.
Oh, then we can give all these to you.
So we have a head start on year 2020.
No, they do
Who do?
that. They have them for you, the bikers.
Oh, okay.
The bikers will take
And those all have
and
shawls,
then they give you
Afghans.
And it does say
Egg
Charlotte
duck, you need to
Rogers.
hide. And this is items that will be going to the meadows. We ran out of room to put everything.
Jerry, did I?
And then there are mittens.
14 or 15 of the shaws.
What do you have for dinner? I don't know what I have.
I wanted to get a hamburger out, and I thought Dan had hired him